Hello lovelies, welcome back to JST Blessed channel. It's lovely to have you here. As I always say, Nehemiah 8:10b, the joy of the Lord is our strength. Today we're going to be diving into a new topic on career. I'm going to be talking about how I secured a job in a Big Four practice in the UK as an immigrant. You don't want to miss this. I'm going to be sharing some tips that you need to bear in mind so that you can secure the job in the UK. Okay, let's dive right into it. Okay, so how did I end up getting a job in a Big Four firm? I must confess, initially when I came to the UK, my intention was to go back home, but God had different plans for me, so I ended up staying. But obviously everybody's plan, everybody's path is different. But if it's something that you're considering, I would want you to listen to this video to the end. Hopefully you'll pick up one or two things that will be beneficial to you. Okay, let's dive right into it. So the route that I took was to get into a Big Four practice. How did I get that? First and foremost, I have an accounting background, but I know that for practice firms, that's not really the key thing. You can come from any discipline, so don't let that put you off if you're not doing anything related to accounting. You just need to show that you desire to learn and things like that. So basically what I did, I was applying for other jobs, but that was fine. I wasn't getting through. I was applying for jobs to go back home, but I wasn't getting that. And then a friend, that's why I always say your network is your net worth, mentioned to me, why don't you try applying to companies in the UK who are going to even sponsor you to stay in the UK? Okay, that's worth a try. And bear in mind, I was doing all of this before I actually before I actually finished school. So whilst not just doing my academic work, but I was actually applying before I finished school. So what I did was I went to the career center. I went to meet them. Obviously because of COVID this might be different, but I think you might be able to set up a virtual call or anything like that. So that's what I did. I went to the career center and I asked them, what do I need to show? What do I need to do before? So ask questions. So go to your career center, ask them. They gave me a couple of booklets. They said what the requirements were, so I was a bit in the know. And also one other thing that helped me was getting a mentor. I had friends that were actually in Big Four firms, so I spoke to them and I asked them, this is what I want to do, what do I do? And so they had gotten jobs in the UK through that as immigrants as well. So they understood what I would need to do to be able to secure that. So I did applications to all the Big Four firms, mainly because they had more quotas to get people in, and also they are a licensed sponsor. So what you want to do is make sure you apply to a Big Four firm potentially, and you get somebody who is a licensed sponsor in the UK to sponsor your tier 2 visa. And so that's what I did. I went through the application forms. Also I did a lot of practice on verbal reasoning and logical reasoning. I did a lot of those tests. I did quite a number of those. I like anytime I get free time, I'll just keep practicing. Practice makes perfect. And I think when I went to the career center, they had some of those documents as well. I also attended a lot of career fairs. Yes, it's not all about the academics. Go out there, speak to people who are in these firms and see if it is for you. What is their workday life? Show enthusiasm, because actually some of these people are asked to pinpoint if there was any like keen people they should feed back to their firm. So you never know what that kind of networking is going to provide you. So when you hear of a career fair or anything like that, please put yourself all out there, be open, put a lot of energy, put a lot of enthusiasm about it, and people want to see that people are excited to join their firm. So put a lot of that. And also I did a lot of mock interviews with people who had actually secured jobs, who were actually working in Big Four firms. So went into we had big interview. How do you talk, eye contact and things like that, because sometimes the way we are brought up back home is slightly different when you're coming here, so you need to understand how these things work over here in the UK. So I did those mock interviews. So I think my process was, you had to do like an do the application form, obviously, and then secondly, once you've done the application form, and they pick you, they send you an assessment. So I did the assessment. Bear in mind, I have been practicing quite a lot, so it was easy to sail through that. And then once I did that, they put in a first interview. The process might have changed a bit now, but mainly that is what you go through. So I did a first interview, and obviously I had done mock interviews with people who were actually working in these firms, and had the chance to, polish up my answers, and I would want to emphasize the whole thing about extracurriculum activities. You need to be doing these things, because I needed to show where I had competing priorities, how I was able to prioritize. These experiences help you to then say what you did in those circumstances. So one key tip I wanted to give is Wikijob. You go there, look at people's experiences, and see they share a lot of things. I'm going to share the link below. You want to go there if you're looking for jobs, whichever company you want to look them up and then see what the practice is, and it's a very good one. Best wishes for your search. All the best. Bye.